Okay, so because we're resellers, this may look just a little bit different from yours, but don't let it concern you. What we're here to do is actually look for the um, sitemap today, and I'm actually going in here kind of blind. I'm just going to walk you through my kind of process. What I'm going to do is just look through kind of the areas where I would expect to see something like this. And we'll see if we can't find it ourselves. Okay, great. Here we go. There's the sitemap. Now, also, while we're in here, it makes sense for us to add the Google Analytics information here too. So it's not strictly required based on what we're doing at this moment, but I think most people are probably going to do something like that. So our primary goal in here was just to come in and get this sitemap. This sitemap contains all the properties that are in this IDX, are in this MLS. In this case, it's Georgia's FMLS. And we just take a look at these. These are, not going to win any design awards, that's for sure. But they're not supposed to. Our goal here is just to feed them all into Google and get, Google knowing about as many of our properties as possible. So with that said, we have the URL, which we want to submit to Google. Now I'm going to pop back over to Google Webmaster Tools. And here's an example of what most people do. They'll come in here and they'll register their site, and they'll click on sitemaps, and they'll register their normal site URL, which is great. You should do this. And you can see that we get an error message here, so I'm going to troubleshoot that. But you should still continue to do this. But what Showcase IDX gives us is an additional sitemap, and it's okay to have two. So it gives us this additional sitemap, and we're going to submit that as well. And it said success. Let me see what the status was in this one. Oh, weird. Okay, so now the first one fetched, and this one didn't. No, you know what? It did. I think it's like a false error message. If we refresh it, yeah. Okay. So now it hasn't counted the URLs yet, but you can see here that, we've got 177 URLs on the main site. And here it's likely we're going to have 10,000 or more. It just depends on the MLS size. So that's how you do that. And that's how you make sure, that Google can see your site, and that Google, is going to automatically be notified of all of your pages, because these are dynamic. These will update as you update your site, and as the MLS updates the listings. Couple other settings in here. They've really, really simplified this, so I'm not even sure that there's any more settings. There used to be kind of a few different things that you had to do, but since I just did this, there's not going to be any information here. You can come in here and see some very, very, very basic information about your site. Now, the only downside, I would say, to you can actually inspect. This is interesting to kind of mess around with. But the only downside to this in registering is that eventually you will get a notice that says, "Oh, something's wrong," and your site may be down for a sec, or something may be wrong, or something like that. And the only reason that's bad is because it freaks a lot of people out. So the URL that you register here will get those. You can turn those notices on or off. You should probably keep them on, but maybe have go to your web guy or something, so you don't have to worry about them, because you will get notices from time to time, especially because with real estate sites, listings sell, so they go away. So the page is missing. Okay, and you get a lot of notices, and that's not something you want to be worried about. So this is a perfect example. Okay, I know for sure that indexing is allowed, but it may not be updated. So I'm gonna force a refresh here, because I actually just checked that manually, and what I can do is Google thinks, hey, I can't look at that. It's probably from the old site. So we can ask it, hey, go look at it again, and it'll say, okay, thanks, we'll get to it when we get to it. And so this is a good tool to be able to use and to know about. All right, thanks a lot.